As a supervisor or manager, you have additional permissions in UTLearn. You can assign training to your employees, and you have access to certain reports. And some courses are set up to require a supervisor's approval, so you may also be required to approve your employee's request to register for training. But let's look at the assign training function first. As you're looking through the training catalog, you may find a class that you think would be good for one or more of your employees to take. For this example, let's say that one of my employees, Eunice, wants to get a promotion, and I would like for her to take a leadership class before she's eligible for the promotion. So based on the description, this class, called Getting Ready to Lead Your Peers, seems like a good fit. When I click on the title, I'm taken to the training details page. You'll notice that there's a request button that allows me to sign up for the training, but as a supervisor, there's also an assign button. And down here, where I would normally go to sign myself up for a session, there's an assign option too. So what's the difference? Well, these assign buttons allow us to assign our employees this event on a specific scheduled date. It's like we're saying, I want you to go to this particular class on this particular date. While this button allows supervisors to assign our employees to the event, but it still allows them to choose which session or date they attend. That's the option I would prefer, so I'm going to click on this button. Now, because I didn't choose a specific date or session, I'm taken to the Assign Training page where I can give my employee a due date to complete the training. And I can add a comment if I want to. And the next box decides whether my employees are automatically registered in a particular session. Now, we didn't choose a particular session, so it won't let me check this box. But if we had chosen a specific date or session, we could check this box, which means our employees would be automatically enrolled in this class. Now, this could be a good idea if you've already checked with your employee that this class works for their schedule. Otherwise, let the employee go back and reserve their seat in the class on their own. So all of the people who directly report to me show up at the bottom of the page, and I can click this box to assign all of my employees this event, or I can check each box individually. Now, one of my employees, Alan, has an employee that reports to him. If I click on the Include Subordinates box, I'll see Alan's employee, Gary, appear. As a supervisor or manager, you have the ability to assign training to your direct reports as well as their direct reports. I'm going to uncheck that box and check the box for Eunice. She's the one who expressed interest in being promoted to a supervisory position, so she's the one I think would be interested in the class. Then I click on the Submit button, and that's it. Eunice should now have this event on her transcript. So let me just pop over to show you what Eunice sees. She sees the event on her transcript and the due date I gave her. Under the Action column, she sees Select Session. She can then click on that link and choose the session she wants to attend. Okay, so remember earlier when we mentioned that some courses might be set up to require a supervisor's approval? Well, to find those requests, you go to the Learning tab, and then at the very bottom you'll see Manage Employee Learning. When you click on that, you'll be taken to a page that shows your direct reports. You can go here to view your employee's transcript. This link is where you can find the list of training requests that are waiting on your approval. It looks like only one request is waiting, and it's a session for Alan. I can click on the title and see details about the event. When I'm ready to make a decision, I can click on the green check mark to approve the request or the red X to decline the request. And when I choose one of these options, I'm taken to a screen where, if I want, I can add any additional comments related to my decision. When I click Submit, I'm taken back to the page where I can act on any other pending training requests I might have. But in this case, I don't have any more, so I'm done. Okay, So now let's look at the other extra feature you have as a supervisor or manager, which is reports. If we go to the Reports tab and choose Standard Reports, we'll see several different options to choose from. One of the options is called Pending Requests, and it actually takes you to the same page we looked at before, where employees' training requests go to be approved or denied. The report above it, Past Requests, shows you a list of the training requests you've already approved or denied. The Records and Transcripts reports allow you to see details about your individual employees' transcripts. Most of the other reports are set up with similar fields where you choose the date or the date range that you want to look at, as well as a few other options. Some reports allow you to see the data right away, while others may take a few minutes to generate. We encourage you to take a look at the different reports in this section to see if you can find the information you need. If you find that you need information that isn't displayed in one of these standard reports, email utlearn@austin.utexas.edu to request some assistance. Okay, so that should give you a short overview of what kinds of extra permissions and responsibilities you have in UTLearn as a supervisor or manager. If you have additional questions, please refer to the UTLearn Help and Hints button on the toolbar. If you have technical issues, please call the ITS Help Desk at 512-475-9400. Thanks for watching.